Hey guys, what's up? Alex here with Great Well Investing. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 tips to become more successful. All right. So we're going to talk about success today. As a disclaimer, perhaps I should define success, but for me, success is being able to feel truly happy, content, proud of yourself, and that's most of the time going to be done through your own vision. Do you see success as impressing your friends, impressing your parents, being the best among your peers? Success, the definition of it varies for everyone, but today I'm going to talk about 3 things that at the very least make you a better person, right? So number 1 is patience. Okay, being patient. It's a very difficult skill. We live in an age of instant gratification where people want things and can get things pretty easily. You don't want to go out and get food, you can order it in. You don't want to go out to the movies, you can just watch it from your TV. Everything's at your fingertips on your phone. So it's very difficult to be rewarded for patience because you can get everything instantly. Why would you wait for something you can get right away? So it's difficult. It's a difficult concept. It's a difficult virtue, but patience is a virtue, as the saying goes. And it's here's an example, right? So if you're patient and you hold on to old magic cards, reserve list cards, a lot of people, what they want to do is they want to find the next card that will spike right away. What does the immediate time frame look like? When you're investing in stocks, people want to know what the next thing to spike to go to the moon is overnight. What's the next GameStop or Tesla, or for cryptocurrencies, what's the next Dogecoin? People want to get the instant gratification. Nobody wants to put in the time. And honestly, what you have is, things that are worth it take time, and investments, long-term investments especially, pay off huge amounts if you're patient. Think about investments like a crop, and in order to grow the crop, to water it, you just need to add time. That's it. The phrase goes, time in the game is better than timing the game. So a lot of people get into the mindset where they want to find the next quick thing to speculate on, to turn into a quick profit, to get rich quick. But generally, wealth and success and money takes patience. It takes time. It's just learn. It's a skill to learn to be okay with waiting, okay with nothing really happening. There's plenty of things you could do to occupy that time. Every time you invest in something, you can do more stuff in the interim. Increase your money intake so that you can invest more, so that more time goes on. It's kind of like buying a property and renting it out, right? The more years go by that you're renting out that property, the more money you're generating from it. So the quicker you can get money to buy more properties, for instance, the more you will generate over time. I always have to add in that time factor. Patience will just make you a better person overall. It'll make you more tolerable in relationships. It will make you less irritable. And yeah, it's just a good skill to have. It's so easy to say, just be more patient, but it's a skill that you have to learn. Speaking of learning, skill number 2, thing that you should consider is learn how to learn, okay? There's not many things that people are born good at, or born understanding, or born with a natural talent for. But one of the key things to be able to do is to learn how to learn. How can you pick up on things, and how can you digest information in a way that makes you better at it than the next day? Every day that I spend, I try and learn something. There's a saying that goes, "Don't go to sleep as dumb as you were when you woke up." You want to learn something, whatever it is. It could be something about something you're passionate about. It could be something that's totally off the wall. Anything really, but you just really want to broaden your horizons and expand your mind. A lot of times it's uncomfortable. Learning is uncomfortable sometimes because it means admitting that you're a novice at something. It means learning that there's a lot to learn about something, as silly as that sounds. But you shouldn't be afraid of it, because as long as you're educating yourself, as long as you're expanding your mind, there will always be new potential, and there will always be an avenue that you might not have seen before. If you, put your head in the sand, and you don't want to see something, or you don't want to learn something for whatever reason, the only person that's really missing out on that is you. Nobody else in the world cares if you understand cryptocurrency, or cares if you understand the reserve list, or cares if you understand about investing, finance, anything, sailing a sailboat. Nobody cares if you know how to do that or not. But you are the person that is shortchanging yourself if you choose not to learn something. Now, I don't think everyone needs to learn about every single thing in the world that they can, but generally the more knowledge that you have, the better equipped you are. Think of yourself like, a World of Warcraft character or a League of Legends character that you're trying to like equip items to, equip buffs on. Learning things and learning how to learn efficiently is like a skill. It's like, increasing your stamina or increasing your power of your sword. It's just a level up for life. It makes you a better character. Kind of like how like learning a martial art does the same thing. Like being physically fit, being physically healthy can help those things too. Again, super easy in practice to say, very hard to do. And last one I have is try and complain less. This is definitely one of the ones on the list that I'm the most guilty of. Complaining a lot. Magic players especially, we love to complain. It's like in our blood. If we're not complaining, the stars are out of line or imbalanced. Complaining just comes easily. Complaining is an easy way to express displeasure, distaste, discomfort, and generally people are very easy at being discomforted. They're very, very few people are happy where they are, happy with whatever's going on. So it's very easy to complain. Complaining can come from, the need to blame other things, the need to express yourself. Complaining can become as an excuse, as a pastime, as a hobby, anything really. So I like to say complain less, conquer more. Many of the things people complain about are actually in their control. In fact, almost everything. There's very few things that are not in someone's control. Of course, there are exceptions. Somebody could have a terminal disease that they really didn't have a say in, and that sucks. But for the most part, the general complaints that people have are things that are in their control, things that they can have power over if they so choose to embark on that journey. Now that's difficult. It's a difficult journey because it requires patience and it requires learning, and people sometimes don't have time for that. Nobody got time for that. Everyone has time to complain. Everyone has time to have their voice heard, even though that voice is nagging or unproductive to the conversation. So when you complain, it doesn't really solve many problems, and it's something that I do all the time. A lot of the times I have to try and catch myself from rather just blurting something out like, oh, that sucks, or oh, that's a bad way to do things, or oh, that you shouldn't do that. And then I think, why? Why do I say that? Why is it like, is it an emotional response? Is it, is there some validity to what I have to say? Complain, always try and conquer. Always try and figure out how to solve a problem rather than just complain about it. If you have a job that you don't like and you're not making enough money, you can complain about the job. You can complain about your boss. Or you could try something else. Or you could try working in a way that makes so that you conquer it, so that one day you can get out of that situation. It's very difficult to change people. I could say, oh yeah, you can suck it up and bear it with your boss, but you could also try and change it. Very, very few things are out of people's control. How you spend your time, will determine what you can and can't do. So yeah, those are the 3 tips. Learn how to learn, be patient, complain less, conquer more. What are some tips that you guys have for success and that will make you proud of yourself if you were able to do? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.